just to show you how they use the quadratic formula to get the rest of those answers. A is whatever's in front of your x squared, which is 1. B is whatever's in front of your x, which is 6. And C is your number at the end, a constant term. Now our quadratic formula is x equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And it's always best to go through and replace all of your variables with parentheses before you plug in your numbers. So I'm going to go through my quadratic formula, and everywhere I have a variable, I put in a set of parentheses. Now we'll plug in what we found. B we said was 6, so everywhere we had a B we'll put in 6. A is 1, so everywhere we had an A we'll put in 1. And C is negative 1, so everywhere we had a C we'll put in a negative 1. So we've got negative 6 plus or minus square root. 6 squared is 36. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4 times negative 1 gives us a positive 4 all over 2. That gives us negative 6 plus or minus square root of 40 over 2. And you always simplify radicals no matter where you run across them. Now 40 is 2 times 2 times 2, 248 times 5 gives us 40. Remember, the square roots, we're looking for pairs of something. Here's a pair of 2s, so they're going to come out in front as a single 2. So we got negative 6 plus or minus 2 square root of 2 times 5 is 10, and then we got a 2 in the denominator. Now if you can divide this number, and this number by the same number, you do so. They're all divisible by 2. Negative 6 divided by 2 gives us negative 3. Plus or minus 2 divided by 2 is 1. Square root of 10. Over 2 divided by 2 is 1. And that gives us negative 3 plus or minus square root of 10. And that's how they came up with those other answers.